Alright, this is a look at that, the hole that we're working on. The cut comes right across here, goes into a cord and stops before it gets past it. So we need a plate for that, and the same thing happened down there. So we need a couple of extra plates that weren't previously understood. So we got that going. You can see today we tore this whole roof off. We got it right down to the vapor barrier. It was potted right to the flutes. The areas that were nesting the steel, we took the vapor barrier off so we can nest right down to the steel flute. So everywhere we have a hole in the roof, we've cleaned the vapor barrier off. There's really no harm in leaving that down. It's just felt paper is all it is. You can see these plates here. There's one here, there's one there, and there's one there. They're just here and there. There's another one up that way. They're old holes that had smokestacks or vents or something coming through. I'd like to just screw these plates, which feel like 18 gauge, maybe 20. I like to screw them right down to what's there and just go right over it with the roof. The holes are not that big. You can see, you know, they're 1 foot by 1 foot holes. And as I say, the steel is pretty heavy. We replaced the nailer all the way around. That fire burned right across the top of this roof. It caught fire on the nailer out here. A lot of that nailer was just cooked. I mean, it was singed, burnt down. So we just replaced the whole thing. And yeah, we had probably 12 to 15 guys here today. See, that can is filled. That can down there is half filled or more. And got all this nailer replaced as well as the wall. Whenever you do EPDM roofing, you have to have the walls covered in plywood for gluing the rubber to. So we took that off both walls and put the plywood on. So then we went up to the hip. When we put the roof on, it's going to get cold. When we put the roof on, I'm going to drape the rubber. This is the hip, the line that we cut on right here. We're going to drape the rubber maybe 5 feet over this way to try and keep this center line protected until we can get into this structural end over here. You know, while we were cleaning this side of the roof off, we snuck over and got the worst of this cricket out too. Not that we're working over here, we're just cleaning it up a little bit. Right down in here, right down in here somewhere, there's a vent that comes through the buffer room. It's like a vent elbow that just goes nowhere. Well, that served to carry all the heat from this room through that vent, came up and really distorted a lot of deck right in here. I don't know if that's on the plans. Probably should be because it's wrinkled pretty good. I think I showed Doug this yesterday. And I just had Paul up here. Paul saying, does not need this. This can get eliminated. So we'll deck over this vent. It's, I guess they call this the hallway, the other side of the shipping area. So this vent can be eliminated. He's going to find out about that vent in the buffer room, whether or not we need to keep that and rebuild it or replace it with steel decking. And then there's a couple of vents over here too. You got another one of these. They look like they were old-time power vents, you know, that had fans inside that sucked air out. And then there's another vent down there that he's going to find out if he needs or not.